Friends and everywhere else on the channel now. We've been covering the story of Marine veteran John Hammer, jailed in Mexico for months. After speaking to his mom on this show yesterday, she received this picture showing Hammer chained to a bed. Yes, her son. As we reported, he's being held on trumped-up charges. In August, he registered an antique firearm with the U.S. Customs, then crossed the border to check in with Mexican officials. He was taking the gun to Costa Rica on a surfing trip and a hunting trip. Officials arrested him, and the Obama administration has been unable to get him released. Are they really trying? Joining us right now with new information that we just got this morning is Olivia Hammer. Olivia, as a mom, this must be extremely tough for you. What's the new information?
Well, we just received a letter yesterday. After I did the show yesterday, first of all, we received that picture from an anonymous email in Mexico, and then we also, at the same time, received a email from the Mexican ambassador that had been written to Ileana Ros-Lehtinen and our Congresswoman. That was basically a complete defense and an attempt at a justification of the entire situation.
All right, here's what the State Department sent you now. Here's an excerpt from it. Mexico has stringent weapons laws and enforces them strictly. Oh, really? U.S. citizens are arrested each year under similar circumstances. U.S. Embassy staff visit, provide a list of attorneys, and monitor the progress of their case. John's case is proceeding through the Mexican justice system. Does that make you feel better?
It's devastating. It's basically no help at all. And one thing in that letter, I didn't open that letter until this morning. They specifically state that he is being chained because of his military experience. So for the people that have been asking me, you know, why do you think he's chained, and now we know.
Well, what do you say to the State Department now after getting that letter, essentially taking the side of Mexico and their strict gun laws?
I can't get over it. And you know, at the heart of all of this, you know, in the letter from the ambassador to the Congresswoman, you know, he states that you know, all firearms are illegal in Mexico, which isn't true. Hunters take weapons into Mexico all the time. Johnny made an administrative mistake. He didn't register. He should have registered the gun at an embassy in the United States before going over there. So basically, he has been in jail for 4 months, chained to a bed over a clerical error.
And his buddy was released, correct?
Exactly.
And right now, what are your options? You got to get him home by Christmas. He should have been home months ago. What are your options? Have you spoken to an international attorney?
We have an international attorney working on our behalf, but so far Mexico has not offered anything. So the chances of him coming home for Christmas are not looking good at this point.
And you would think the State Department would be just as outraged as you are. Instead, they're trying to justify it. When you see that picture that came to you yesterday, what do you think?
I'm shattered. I was just shattered. He looked so hopeless. And you know, as a mother, to see your child look like that and not be able to help them is just, it feels obscene.
I'm going to show you a picture now of the new president of Mexico. You would think he'd value relations with the U.S. and understand what the Marines mean to us. What do you say to him as we look at Enrique Pena Nieto?
Examine this case. This is wrong, and do the right thing. He should be released immediately. This was an administrative mistake. He is not a gun runner, and you know it. Please release him. You
know, you're never a former Marine. We hear that all the time. There's a Marine is in trouble. Marines across this country, they should be contacting their congressmen and women, contacting their senator, letting the White House know this cannot stand, and it's going to better get an answer to this before Christmas and get your son home. Marines always, and they are a tight unit, they should rally to your side right now.